Yo, what's up? So, I said I wasn't gonna make any more videos about my trauma, but it's loosely based off of it. But this is important. This is an important message. Because y'all done pissed me off, and today I lost my temper, and I'm irritated because I've been sitting here waiting for my fucking troops to come in, and I knew it was coming, and I'm pissed off now. So now you're gonna fucking listen again. Here is a list of 100 coping skills. Take deep breaths. Do a positive activity. Play sports. Think of something funny. Take a quick walk. Practice yoga. Stand up and stretch. Listen to music. Take a time out. Slowly count to 10. Use positive self-talk. Say something kind to yourself. Talk to a friend. Talk to an adult. Close your eyes and relax. Say, I can do this. Visualize your favorite place. Think of something happy. Think of a pet you love. Think about someone you love. Get enough sleep. Eat a healthy snack. Read a good book. Set a goal. Jog in place. Write in a journal. Hum your favorite song. Doodle on a paper. Draw a picture. Color a coloring page. Clean something. Meditate. Use a stress ball. Dance. Write a letter. Look at pictures you've taken. Make a gratitude list. List your positive qualities. Do something kind. Give someone a hug. Put a puzzle together. Do something you love. Build something. Play with clay. Hug a stuffed animal. Rip paper into pieces. Play an instrument. Watch a good movie. Take pictures. Garden. Write a list. Keep a positive attitude. Schedule time for yourself. Blow bubbles. Write a positive note. Chew gum. Paint your nails. Write a story. Blog. Read a joke book. Write a poem. Drink cold water. Draw cartoons. Read a magazine. Write a thank you note. Count to 100. Make a list for the future. Read inspirational quotes. Compliment yourself. Visualize a stop sign. Laugh. Smile in the mirror. Smile at others. Do schoolwork. Look at the animal pictures. Hyperfocus on an object. Notice 5 things you can see. Paint with water. Use a relaxation app. Watch a funny video. Drink some tea. Cook or bake. Plan a fun trip. Use an I statement. Identify your emotions. Express your feelings to someone. Write down your thoughts. Identify a positive thought. Make your day's schedule. List 10 positives about you. Ask yourself, what do I need right now? Tell someone you are thankful for them. Pet an animal. Make a list of choices. Ask an adult for help. Organize something. Play a card game. Listen to nature sounds. Sit and relax all your muscles. Ask for a break. Now, I'm going to show you a list of addictions in relation to their chakra. The root chakra is located at the base of the spine. It involves mainly issues of safety and security. It is associated with addictions to money, security, safety, food, gambling, shopping, work, heroin, cocaine, alcohol, milk, fat, meat, benzos, Valium, and Xanax. I don't know why they were specific on that one, but anyway, I guess they were trying to give you an example of what benzos are. Xanax is a benzo. All right. The sacral chakra is located in the pelvic region. It involves mainly emotion and sexuality. It is associated with addictions to alcohol, heroin, painkillers, sex, porn, gluten, wheat, starchy carbs, grain-based alcohol, and chocolate. The solar plexus chakra is located in the lower stomach and sometimes affects the whole stomach area, including the sternum area. It involves personal will, drive, and self-identity. It is associated with addictions to speed, meth, cocaine, caffeine, work, sex, anger, cannabis, cocaine, caffeine. They put that twice. Or maybe I put that twice. I don't know. Carbonated beverages, corn-based alcohol, beer, processed sugars. The heart chakra is located in the heart. It involves mainly love, compassion, and openness, or their lack thereof. It is associated with addictions to tobacco, sugar, love, marijuana, ecstasy, smoking, sugars and sweets, wine, and the more sugary alcohols, opiates. The throat chakra is located at the base of the throat. It involves mainly creativity and self-expression. It is associated with addictions to marijuana, opiates, food, and tobacco. The mind's eye chakra is in the forehead. It involves mainly thinking and cognition. It is associated with addictions to hallucinogens, marijuana, chocolate, caffeine, and most mood-altering substances and activities. And the crown chakra is located at the top of the head. It involves religion and spiritual seeking, and it is associated with addictions to spiritual seeking and most mind-altering substances and activities. You know, my eldest child's father is perfect. He has many hobbies and he has a lot of coping skills. I don't know if you've noticed, but psychopaths, sociopaths, narcs, they do have exceptional emotional coping skills. And this is how they get people on their side, because most do have a lot of these hobbies and refined talents and are very well-rounded. The reason they are mentally ill is not from a lack of coping mechanisms. It's either not being removed from the situation that has caused them to need to cope, or being removed from it but not acknowledging the wounds that they are coping from. Yesterday, my caseworker told me she wants me to get back into therapy and get some pointers, because every time she comes over here, I cry. And I actually cry every day at some point, to be honest. It is not from a lack of coping skills. That's 100 of them. There's more than 100. And I'm coping skills are just like medication. You can gain a tolerance for them and they become less effective. They are just like medication. You know, after several years on a particular medication, you would have to up the dosage as your body gains a tolerance for them and the medication is no longer effective at that dose. Multiple people who are chronically ill have had to change medication once they get to the maximum dose of another and still experience pain or symptoms of their illness. The same can be said of mental health coping skills. Once that wears off, you are told that you don't know how to cope or de-stress and are pressured into taking mental health medication and anti-anxiety meds, antidepressant, antipsychotics when they aren't actually needed. I am experiencing this not because I don't know how to cope, but because the main contributing factor has not been resolved. Currently, I am experiencing the subtle abuse surrounding being kept from my family. That is an attack on the solar plexus. No matter how much I work on myself, the issues will not be resolved until the abuse is resolved. This is the conspiracy. Have you ever looked at the Fortune 500? Healthcare and insurance are the leading profitable businesses. What's worse is someone who smokes weed every day but has never admitted to emotional trauma will not be persecuted by the public as much as someone who smokes weed every day and has admitted to trauma. And the only difference between the two is the acknowledgement. Take Patrick Cloud, for example. I really like Patrick Cloud. You know, he's like the king of hobbies. He's so positive, though. You know, he's so chill, though. But it clearly says that weed addiction is associated with trauma linked to the higher chakras. He simply has not told anyone what he has experienced to cause daily need for smoking. It does not mean he isn't coping. It doesn't mean that he just has a recreational use for it. In fact, I can guarantee you that what Patrick spends in like 3 days, I haven't even spent in 4 months, but I'm the one that's being persecuted for using weed. But I've done all these other coping mechanisms. And I smoke too much. How the fuck? Either we're all coping or we're all being recreational. Either we're all crazy or we're all sane. There's no one that is exempt. I heard someone say it is not good for someone to smoke weed every day, but nobody should. You know, this is a double standard. Mental illness is made up. It is pseudoscience. Again, it is rooted in trauma. You can only heal if you leave the trauma or the source of trauma is eliminated. It's like, here's an example, and I am sawing your leg off. I really like this analogy. I've used it before. I tell you, you know what? Your leg wouldn't hurt if you would drop the expectation for me to stop, you know? And then you say to me, but you're sawing off my leg. And I say to you, but you're responsible for your feelings about that. And nobody can hurt you but yourself, you know? So you're going to have to heal that. Does that make any sense to you? That is what the psychology board does. But again, covert emotional incest was brought to them 30 years ago. And a lot of them, folk who turned it down, are still alive, medicating their grandchildren. If you are doing anything in the chakra list that I provided, you have ran out of healthy coping mechanisms, period. Period. And then you turn around and you tell someone else how to cope. Some of you have problems eating and you will pick on someone who's using drugs, but the only reason that these things are escalating is because they already had the issues with the eating. They're just adding on more problems. They're adding more coping mechanisms that are unhealthy, yes, but it's because they've already gone through and learned the healthy coping mechanisms and they are not working. They're wearing off. And the only thing that's going to help them is not their own self-development. It is the development of society, understanding that unless you remove this person from their trauma, they are going to continue with their negative coping because they've done everything that they can and they're not getting anything out of the healthy coping. Bro, I can cook my ass off. I just don't even have the energy anymore for any of this shit. Somebody told me no excuses. Yet you giving me every excuse in the book as to why you can't call. I can't take anymore. I literally cannot take anymore. Please. And if you think you're helping when you send CPS, you think you're helping when you try to put me on medication, you're not helping nothing. Just give me my daughter back. Just give me my fucking money. I'm tired of trying to prove that I'm good. And you're over here doing the same fucking shit. How dare you?